everybody! So I've got something super exciting today. I'm coming to you guys with a Shop Hush haul. Now, with that being said, don't know exactly what's going on with their website. All I know is when I purchased this haul, I got the craziest deal. They already had everything marked down, and then I got another 60% off the top. So I ended up getting 11 palettes, 10 eye palettes, 1 face palette for $25 plus tax. Free. Okay, sorry, my husband called. Anyways, $25 for all 11 palettes, and then tax, plus free shipping, so it was $27 and some change for 11 palettes. That is crazy awesome. So I've got that here. I've got a big old box. Ow, just jabbed myself in the face with it. Couple of like maintenance-y things. One, ignore the spot on my couch. I have 2-year-olds, and that's where they like to grab onto to pull themselves up on the couch. 2, I'm out in my living room today because it's daytime and I've been trying to film at night. I'm still trying to kind of figure out where the best place in the house is going to be. This is actually using my tripod, but not using my ring light, only using natural light, and I've got like a little overhead light that really doesn't do anything. 3, so I know that I was gone for a long time, like 2 years, and then I came back and filmed 2 videos, and then I was gone for another like 3 weeks. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which my information will be down below, I ended up having to have gallbladder surgery, and the night that I filmed those 2 videos, I was feeling really good. I wasn't sick that day, and then I want to say that within like a day or 2 of that, I got super sick and was like continuously sick every single night between then until the time I had surgery. And then I was in bed for a week and a half. So I'm just finally to the point where I'm feeling better. This is the first time I've worn makeup since probably St. Patrick's Day. But we're going to figure out where a good place to film is at. We're going to figure out when a good time of day is to film. The kids are trying to nap, but of course there's 2 of them, so they don't actually nap. So they're in there playing. Hopefully they don't start screaming. The dog is out here, so she's sleeping. Hopefully she stays away, but you can see the couch is a little saggy right there because that's where she likes to lay. So she might make an appearance too. Anything else? Oh, I have a double ear infection, so if I sound funny, then that's why. Okay, I think that's enough maintenance-y stuff. So I actually took and wrote down all the information on all of these palettes. I have 2 of them, like the originals, so we can compare. Most of these are Huda Beauty palettes. A couple are, or Huda dupe palettes. A couple are Anastasia dupe palettes, and then a few other randoms. So this is, I mean, they're still all wrapped in the plastic. Now to be fair, I did take everything out of the boxes because I wanted to save us some time there. So let's start with the only thing that we got, or I got from Face Candy. This is also the only face palette. All the rest of them were eyeshadow palettes. I paid $1.44 for this. And this is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Aurora palette. It has a blue, a peachy, a purple, let's see, a green, a like champagne-y beigey highlight, and a white highlight. It's got a pretty big mirror, and I'm super excited to play with this. I wasn't even supposed to get this, but I had the other 10 palettes in my cart, and I was still gonna have to pay for shipping because I hadn't hit $25 yet. So for $1.44, I added this in, and I saved $5 because I didn't have to pay for shipping. So it was a good deal for me. And then, let's see, I picked up 4 of the Huda Obsession dupe palettes. I picked up 3 But let's see. Okay, so I picked up 3 that I don't own and then 1 that I do own. I actually ended up ordering these about the same time. I got the Huda Mauve Obsessions as an Ipsy add-on, and so I got that at the beginning of the month, and then it took pretty much the whole month for it to get to me. So I've just recently gotten it. I still haven't even had a chance to play with it. Because like I said, I haven't worn makeup in weeks. So when I did my makeup today, I used my Project Pan items so that I could get some use out of those before I do another update. So, but this is what the actual Huda palette looks like. And then, oh, wrong one. Hold on. This is what the Bad Habit version looks like. So, and this is After Hours. So let's see. Let's try, oh, I haven't even swatched. I mean, that's pretty. What's crazy is the one that's less pigmented is the Huda one. The one that's the bottom one, the one that's more pigmented, is the one out of the Bad Habit palette. So they're a little powdery, like you can see that kind of ruffled it a little bit, but I'm super excited to play with this. And then I picked up After Dark, which is, and I paid $1.44 for, or $1.92 for all of these Obsession dupe palettes, which is crazy. This is the dupe palette for the Warm Brown Obsessions, so I'm super excited for this one. Paid $1.92 for this one as well, and I can't wait to play with that. And then I picked up the After Party, which is the dupe palette for the Smoky Obsessions palette. I'm super excited about this because it has that same silver which it doesn't have a ton of payoff. So it has a ton of payoff on my finger, but when I swatch it out, it doesn't have a ton. This is probably going to be better over like a glitter glue or a paint pot or something like that, shadow stick, but I'm still excited to play with that, and I paid $1.92 for this as well. And then the last Obsession dupe palette that I got was Aftershock, which this one is a dupe for the Electric Obsessions palette. And this isn't normally something that I would pick up, but for $1.92, why not? Why not give it a shot? So I'm excited to play with that. I'm super excited for the orange and the pinks. I'm hoping that it's called Plur, and it's a turquoise. I'm hoping that this one performs better than the one in the Anastasia Subculture palette, because I love that color, but it doesn't perform super well. So I'm excited to try that out. And then speaking of Subculture, that's the other palette that I actually have the original of, but I got Retro Love, which is Bad Habit's version of it. And it does look really similar. I mean, let me get out, let's see. I mean, they're in a different order. This is the Bad Habit, this is Subculture. They're definitely in a different order, but I mean, they look, let me see if I can find some clean fingers. Okay, so I'm excited for that. This was a terrible place to swatch, but you see how the top one's a little bit less pigmented and the bottom one's a little bit more pigmented? The bottom one is the shade, their version of the shade Roxy, which is the coral shade in the palette, which I absolutely love. So I'm super excited for that. I paid, how much did I pay for this palette? I actually got this one at TJ Maxx for $20, so that was a great price. But I paid $2.40 for this. Like, that's crazy. How could you not try it out for $2.40? Super excited for that. And then the other Anastasia eye palette I picked up is the Artistry palette, which is super gorgeous. I think that they did a really good with the packaging on these. They feel sturdy and like high-end palettes. And this is a dupe for the Anastasia and Mario palette, which is discontinued, and unless you're going to find it on like Mercari or Poshmark or something like that, you're not going to be able to find it. I paid $2.88 for this. I'm so stoked because when the Mario palette came out, I was not super into high-end palettes yet. So oh, she's moving around up there. I cannot wait to play with this. Crazy stoked. And then I also picked up the Bad Habit Inferno, which is a dupe for the Naked Heat. Super excited for this as well. I paid $2.40 for this. And this is my kind of shades. Remember I said that I was super excited about the Warm Browns Obsession palette because of all of the neutrals. Super excited for this. And then the last three palettes that I have are the ones that I'm most excited about. I told you she'd come visit us. So I got three more. I got the Supernova, which this I paid $3.84 for this palette. So this was the most expensive palette that I got, and it is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Lila palette. Super excited. I don't own anything by Natasha Denona. I probably don't plan on owning anything from Natasha Denona, but how pretty is that? It has 4 mattes. This row is mattes, and then this shade right here is a matte, and then all the rest of them are shimmers. Super excited to try this one out. And then I also got the Aphrodite and the Athena palettes. So excited for these. So these are Huda larger palette dupes. The Athena is a dupe for the Desert Dusk palette. I paid $1.96 for this. This is a dupe for a $65 palette, and I paid $1.96 for this. That's crazy. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't opened any of these yet. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited for this. It has 8 mattes and 9. So it's an 18 pan. It has 8 mattes and 10 shimmers. One of those being this crazy glitter bomb shade. That one's definitely going to take some glitter glue, because it was super creamy in the palette. Like, super creamy in the palette. But I'm excited for this one. Crazy excited for this one. And then I also got the Aphrodite palette, which I paid $2.80 for, and it is a dupe for the Huda Rose Gold palette. This one is a little bit, has some fallout of the pans. But like, these are just my kind of shades. I'm super excited for this. I think it's gorgeous. I can't wait. They all have these super nice mirrors. I think that this haul was a steal. I'm trying to remember who posted about it. I want to say that Jamie posted about it. I can tag her Instagram down below. She posted saying that they had some kind of sale going on. And what's actually really funny about this is I was like 2 or 3 days out of surgery, probably still on pain meds, and when I saw it, I actually got up out of bed, and I was still having a hard time getting out of bed. I went out to my living room to get my debit card so that I could put in my information, because everything was so cheap. I knew that if I waited till later that day, stuff was going to start selling out, which is crazy because it did, because right now there's nothing available on their website that I was able to find. Pretty much everything is sold out. So Super excited for all of this. Ignore that. Did I need 10 eyeshadow palettes? Abso-freaking-lutely not. Did I want 10 eyeshadow palettes? Absolutely. And averaging at, I mean, let's say that I didn't even get the face palette. 10 eyeshadow palettes for $25. That's $2.50 on average for those palettes. That's an amazing deal. Super excited to play with these. I'm definitely going to be rotating some of these in on my Project 10 uses so that I can play with them. Because I do have my Project 10 uses going on. I have my pan in every palette going on. Probably don't expect any of these to show up in that one. But I do have some, it's the business line going off, but it transfers to my husband. But I have some projects that I can work these in on so I can play with them, especially the Project 10 uses ones, because it's not any shade in particular that I want to play with and use 10 times. It's just the palette in general. I don't think they're going to nap. So I'm going to say we're going to wrap this up. I'm super excited to be back. Obviously, I need to maybe do nap time a little bit later, or we may end up just having to film at night. I mean, if that's the case, then it is what it is. But I have a couple of different Project Pan updates coming to you guys. I have a products I've hit pan on coming to you guys. I would have an empties, but then I accidentally put them all in my year-end empties bin before I could film. I forgot. Let me know if you guys want to see like a best and worst of the first 3 months of the year, because I have all of my empties collected from January, February, and March, so I could do an end of the year. So even though I can't do a March empties, I can do like my favorite and my least favorite, obviously, empties from the past 3 months if you guys want to see that. So just let me know and have a great day, guys. Bye.